Alright guys, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely ready to enter the oasis. That's right, Ready Player One is here, so let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba Show.
So this movie is starring Ty Sheridan, Olivia Cooke, Ben Mendelsohn, and Simon Pegg, and is directed by Steven Spielberg. And basically the premise of this movie is, it takes place in the year 2045, and we have this virtual reality world that is called the Oasis, and it was created by a guy by the name of Holiday, and he passes away 5 years prior and creates this challenge that if anybody is able to crack his puzzles, which is 3 puzzles in the Oasis, and you figure out his clue, you're able to inherit all his riches and have control of the Oasis. And we have our main characters that have this group called High Five. They're trying to figure out all the puzzle pieces so that they could crack the code, get the clue, and they have this evil corporation called the IOI that's after them and is trying to prevent them from getting it because they want to inherit the Oasis themselves. So what worked for the movie? Let me start off by saying this. The storyline was pretty good. I think the average moviegoer would be able to understand what's going on and follow without any type of like, wait, what? What's going on? I don't really understand this whole Oasis thing. I think Steven Spielberg and his writers did a really good job where the storyline, everybody's going to be able to comprehend what's going on. The acting was pretty good. There was one character where the actor that portrayed that character, I didn't really care too much for that actor's portrayal, if that makes any sense. I just felt like they should have did something a little bit more for you to really feel that character, and that was my only gripe with that. But other than that, everybody else did a good job. And I feel like the soundtrack for this movie was really good, and the visuals, Steven Spielberg did a good job. There's a lot of 80s nostalgia with the music references and the visuals. There was definitely some highlights from the 80s, a little bit of 90s in the early 2000s if I'm not mistaken also. There's just so much going on when you're in the Oasis with all the visual effects that Steven Spielberg did, that you're gonna definitely have to watch this movie at least 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 times so that you could like pause and be like, wait, hold on, I thought that was that character that I saw. So there's definitely gonna be times in the movie where you're gonna be like, wait, what? Who was that again? That character looked familiar, and I like that about the movie. So the nostalgia with the movie is really, really, really at an all-time high. And the cinematography and everything else was really good with this movie. And that's what I liked, and I think that's what worked for the movie. So what didn't work for the movie? Anybody that hasn't read the book, you'll probably love everything about the movie. But if you read the book, obviously, like most books that are adapted into a movie, there was a few things from what I remember, because I did read the book about 2 years ago. There was a few things that I felt like was left out of the story that they could have threw in, and they rearranged certain stuff. So I'm not going to say anything, not to give away the movie. But other than that, the movie was solid. It was just that there was a few references that I felt like was missing and stuff that they took out that, I don't know. I think if I was making this movie, I would have left it in. But other than that, I really can't think of anything else because this was a solid, entertaining movie. So for me, that was the only thing that didn't work for the movie. Certain stuff I felt like was missing. Alright, so overall, people, this was a solid, entertaining popcorn flick movie. So on a Kaiba scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this movie a soft 8. Only because I read the book. Like I said, I don't remember everything. I read it about 2 years ago, but I felt like there was some elements, references that was missing out of the movie. But other than that, the visual effects, the soundtrack, all the references to the 80s and 90s I loved. I'm an 80s baby, so with that being said, I really enjoyed the book and this movie with all the references. So I definitely recommend seeing this movie. If you have the opportunity, definitely see it in IMAX. And when it comes on Blu-ray, I definitely think it'll be worth buying on Blu-ray. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. After hitting the subscribe button, hit the bell button so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And please hit the like button and leave a comment at the bottom.